Picking the Glacius stage.
There we go. That was weird.
Graveyard known for his unorthodox style of gameplay. At least he didn't Shadow Fireball. Not the wall spot under mid screen with Thunder. Come on, Lizard. Ooh, good challenge. No Ender though. No shadow counters. The DP.
Yeah, the shadow moves are definitely one of the first things you should learn to implement the shadow counter mechanic on. The vast majority of them do 5 hits on block, so you press both mediums. After the 4th hit, the 5th hit activates it.
If you need help counting to 5, my nephew starts kindergarten in the fall. Maybe you can sit in on a class. And Lizard's not blocking either.
He's trying to challenge after everything, which, you know, definitely there's a lot of stuff you should challenge after, but it's important to know if you're framed at it, whether something is oh my goodness.
Like, he barely shot the start for that shadow. He did counter broke before the shadow freeze even came out.
No!
That would have killed, but he did armor through. Oh, that was so weird.
Yeah, wall splat Ender is not so bad for Thunder as long as you actually get the wall splat, and then you can do a command throw afterwards. That's untechable.
The command throw is heavily scaled, but if they're locked out, you can just kill the normal throw. Okay, Jago should just be able to kill here. Ooh, not the light kick, but doesn't get punished. There's a punish. Not the best punish, but it's a punish. Overhead, nice confirm. Heavy lockout, tons of damage. Blows out the combo. Graveyard, you're better than this.
Empty lows.
My Lizard just kind of goes crazy.
Yeah. I
believe put a counter break.
Nice. I believe I told him, like, I think one of his biggest issues is like intentionality. It just seems like he's just doing shit. Like, I'm not sure if he...
Yeah. The more intentionality you have behind anything you're doing in a fighting game, the better. I even made a little YouTube video sort of about that. On why you push certain buttons when.
Yeah, like if you watch a replay of yours and you frequently go like, why the fuck did I do that? Like that's not a good sign.
And if it didn't work, then you should especially stop doing that. Like if it leads to you getting hit or getting punished or for some other reason. Well, if it's something you didn't know you were doing but it worked out, maybe you should figure out why it worked and implement it more intentionally into your play. You could have just killed with the Shadow Ender. Didn't need to spend the linker there.
No.
Yeah, the wing kick and a wing kick. You could have just killed. Wolf's best pokes are lows, so he is susceptible to low crush and a low crush that's safe on block. They don't have data limits, so that'd be nice if I don't have data limits anymore. Because it's not uncommon for me to pass the 1 terabyte limit just because I work from home. Wake up button works. Shadow counter this time? Nope. Does find the challenge though. Graveyard was not mashing DP. Not the wall spot under mid screen. Wall spot under mid screen can cost you games. Like
it's
literally.
Definitely just like if you look at the life bars during your combo, the white life you get cash out immediately whenever you do an ender, and then depending on the ender you get bonus damage added to it. Wall splat is not going to add that much usually because the added benefit is the wall splat. So you're just like you're dropping damage, you drop advantage because you don't get the wall splat as well. So you
that's
really,
the most important part of it.
Yeah, you really just don't get anything off of a mid-screen wall splat. There's like some cheeky stuff. There's like some cheeky setups that aren't real, but
Gargos is like one of the only characters that's plus and like point blank after his mid-screen wall split. Every other character you're like 0 and it pushes far away. Okay, Lizard does get the first life bar. I want to see some optimization though. I want to see some heavies. Definitely looks like some combo assist mashing going on. fine if you want to play with combo assist, but just, you know, don't let it affect your combos.
Yeah, that's why. Oh, nice. Delay. Got the command throw. That's a huge sequence.
Yeah, pretty good reset. I really want to see a shadow counter there. Just count to 5. Shadow counter on the 4th hit.
Oh, wall splat ender. Oh, well, wall splat opener ender in the mid screen.
Yep.
He's getting some good punishes though. I like that. He's doing crouching heavy into special. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's definitely the best for the damage wise. Could do crouching heavy into shadow if you got 2 bars though. Missed the confirm, but find the hits anyway. Lizard wasn't blocking. Does launcher ender. Some health back.
Try to
That should
do
be
forward
it. There we
heavy.
go.
But yeah, in combo assist.
Yeah, but the last one was getting closer.
In combo assist, there's nothing wrong with using it, but the one downside to it is I do think it can reduce intentionality, like we were talking about.